Alright, what up, Tool? Back at you. Back in the dungeon again. So, wanted to start finishing up the back bumper there. So, what I did was, it's coming out good, but it's not coming out the way I want it. And so, I'm going to change up some things. I'm going to try some new things. Some people gave me some advice on the hood. And so, some of the advice that they gave me on the hood, I'm going to try to start applying to the other stuff. Fact of the matter is I want to become a better metal guy, so I want to learn how to do more metal work versus, not taking shortcuts, but I want to be really good at doing metal work. So what I did was, I'm gonna get the camera turned around. I'll show you what I did. I brought a couple new items. Some of the stuff, I didn't feel like paying for it right this second. But if everything works out the way it should, then more than likely I'm going to be purchasing some other items as well. So let me just get the camera turned around and I'll give you an idea of what I got going on. All right, Tube. So, yeah, I brought a shrinker stretcher from Harbor Freight. So I want to start making kind of like my own panels, like really dialing in, making in panels and stuff like that. Not like halfway doing it or, doing it most of the way. What I find is that if you don't have the tools to get the job done the right way, it ain't going to get done the right way. So what I did was I purchased a shrinker and stretcher. So I can get some compound bends and turns and stuff. And then I brought a bigger vise so I can do some hammer and dolly work to shape my metal. So way I wanted to do it was, so this is the piece that I started working on. This is going to be the back end of that bumper. It's the same shape. I'm starting to get a little bit of the curve in it. And all I'm doing is, I shrunk, this side here to get it to turn the way I want it to turn, the curve. And then I just use my hammer and dolly with my vise, using different little dollies and different parts of the dollies to, shape my metal. And so, I'm going to try to get into some real deal metal shaping. I never was the best metal shaper or really a good metal shaper. And so I want to give you an idea of the way it looks when it's close to the body of the back end there. So hold on, let me get this camera turned around. All right, Tube. So this is how it looks. I have some magnets holding it, so it's a little closer than what it should be, but to give you an idea of how I want it to look. Where that line is nice and straight. One of the things that I did not like about the bumper, which is right there, is right in here, it basically bubbles out and then it comes up this way and it flares out that way. And I didn't like that. I just didn't like it just for what I wanted to do and the look that I was going for. So my thought is to take this side off, like just cut it off, and then weld, once I get this all rounded out the way I want it, weld that piece onto it so I get a nice straight, the way I want it, the look that I want it. I want everybody to see it, know it's tucked, whether I paint it a dark color or a light color. I want everybody to know it's tucked. And then that will give me an opportunity to build this out here to go along with the contour of that bumper and go straight through. So that's what I'm looking to do. It's actually fun. It's for me, it's therapeutic to be able to, bang on some metal and get that stuff. But I know when I come to the front, I'm gonna want to do the same thing where I build out this arch here and then smooth that out where it's not so much of a roll, so almost like squaring it up. It's something that I want to do. All right, tube. So started making some cuts. Back at it. So took the little slither of that end that I really didn't like off and got it where I want it. And so it's a matter of taking my other piece that I'm metalworking right now and fitting it to it. So I'm gonna take this piece right here that I've been working and we'll work on fitting this to it. So you have it'll be kind of a cleaner look. I'm gonna finish shaping it now that I got it close up. Now I can see, you know, what I need to do, how much more metal I can take out of this guy here and start putting it together. So yeah, just stay tuned, tube, and I'll bring you some more of that footage. All right, tube, so what I did was I cut out this little brace right here. It's a little bracket that holds the piece in, the bumper on the side. So I cut that out because that was pushing it out. And so I just cut it flush with the actual bumper here. And so now what I'm going to do is, so I have this piece on where I want it, right? And so it's going to have kind of like this profile here. My issue is right in here, it needs to curve. So it needs to come out and curve a little bit. And now right here, it's a little too high up. If I can get this thing on, it's too high up. So what I need is, I need this curve to come out a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna, again, I'm just not learning. So I think I'm gonna stretch this right here to have it relax just a little bit, so it doesn't have so much of a curve here. And I want it to kind of follow the same as the body line here, and how that goes. So let me see what I can do, and then I'll get back on and give you some more footage. All right, tube, so I'm back at you. As you can see, I just have it held up by some magnets there. And so you can get an idea of the look I'm going for from afar away. You can get an idea of how I want it to kind of be a little bit more straighter. If you want to use the word boxy, make it a little bit more boxy. It's giving me everything that I need. Only thing I need to do now is, as I get closer to it, I can see that this here, it needs a little bit more of a curve to kind of go with the body line here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit more. I'm going to shrink it. And then on this side, any of the excess that I have, the excessive metal that I have, I'm going to cut off. But I should be able to shrink it first, and then I'm going to start metalworking it to get the whole profile to turn over the way the body line is. So I'll be back, tube, and I'll bring you some more footage. All right, so before, I want to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. So I made a mark where I feel like I need it to turn over and kind of have that profile. So what I did was I marked it from that end to that end, and then I'm gonna just put it in the drawers here, and it's gonna be on this flange. That's the inside flange that go inside of that part of the body. And so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink it, and as I put it in and push down, I don't know if you can see the teeth. When I push down, it pushes it together and it shrinks it, which starts that turning action. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start working on that. And then once I get that all situated, I'll come back and I'll show y'all what it looked like. All right, tube, so I'm back at you. I did some shrinking of that part, that area that I had marked off. Then I stretched out another small area a little bit, overstretched it, and then I shrunk it down just a little bit just so I can get the curve where I wanted it. And so now you can see, like, it is damn near flush with the body line. It's a little high right here. It's a little, just a smidge low right here, but when I start, you know, tacking everything in and getting everything welded, I think it'll look nice. Right now, this is the ugly. This is the ugly before the beautiful, I believe. So right now, I love the direction. It's about a 10-footer. It means it looks solid from 10 feet. When you get up on it, it don't look as good, but if I can make it look as good as it does now from about, you know, 5-10 feet out, you know, then I'll be really happy. But this is what I'm going for. I love it. I love it the way it looks right here. And I still have way more metal work to do, but to be honest, doing this metalwork stuff is really good for me. It's taking a lot of stress away from just the daily, and I really love the way it's coming out. I think, you know, I just like the way it's boxy. It's a little boxy for the bumper. Some people like the hips to come out a little bit more, the hump in the back. I just, you know, I don't like it. I mean, it's nice, but my goal is to try to get it like that, to where it's tucked and it looks like something's been done to it. You know something's been done to it. You can almost figure out what I did, but you don't know how much of it I did. You don't know how much I sectioned out, all that other stuff, but you know it looks nice and clean. I really like it that way. Takes it up, to me, it takes it a step above. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep on focusing on this side, get that dialed in, get it all buttoned up, and then I'll go ahead and work on the other side and then get back to that lower balance. But yeah, just stay tuned, tube. All right, tube. So got the panel welded in, got the side of the bumper the way I wanted it welded in. I just have to fill this hole right here, and then I want to be able to shape this a little bit sharper, coming around that corner there. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's looking good. I can't complain. It's doing everything that I wanted to do. It doesn't have that big hump that comes out of the side of it. It still has the curve to it, but I wanted it to like disappear almost when it gets into, like, if you're looking at it this way, before the bumpers kind of stick out a little bit to me. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up this side, then I'm gonna knock out the other side, and then hopefully I can just move on to something else. So yeah, just stay tuned, tube, and I'll continue to bring more of this footage for you. All right, tube, so I'm gonna shut it down for the night. Just want to show y'all where I was at. As you can see, I'm doing a full patch on the bottom end with the valance. So as you can see, I'm working on that valance piece right now. And I got a full piece that I'm gonna have go straight across and line up with this here. But I like the way, love the way it's looking now. So that'll be one full piece. That valance will be part of the actual Chevelle, the body. So you have that, and then started getting this side together. And yeah, everything's coming together, man. I like it. I love it, actually. Everything's coming together. Got to fix up some stuff at the top there. Get that bottom piece grafted in. Yeah, we'll be good to go. So yeah, just stay tuned, because coming next, see, I had to cut that just to lengthen it a little bit. But next will be putting the hole in for the exhaust, and then doing my cutout for the lower end of that valance. I'll get started on that hopefully this week. But yeah, this is the passenger side. Just got to fix up a couple things there with some metal. Like I said, this here on this side is coming together. It's coming together. I really like it. I really like it. It's coming together. So yeah, just stay tuned, tube, and I'm gonna continue to bring you some more of that footage.